Welcome to Vail, a bustling mountain town of roughly 5,450 people. Mainly known for its scenic environment and welcoming atmosphere, the town attracts an estimated 1.3 million visitors each year, traveling across the nation and globe. Except, the inviting ambience of Vail doesn't just attract tourists worldwide, but locals of Colorado too. Vail is just one example out of many other outdoor places that are great and simple to retreat to from reality in Colorado for locals. Colorado, being rich in numerous amounts of nature, has an advantage that comes in handy throughout this period in time. During the pandemic, being out in nature is one of the best things you can do. In places such as Vail, safely combine secluded nature and social recreation. Although not every area of the mountains are affected, a wide range of fires still ravage the area, destroying the forest and endangering the lives of animals and people across Colorado.
On the northeast side of that fire, first responders say that this fire is so extreme they want people to be ready to leave.
Some areas such as Vail are far from the fires, except the toxicity of the fires. Ash pollutes the air on most days, making going outdoors dangerous sometimes for those who have underlying medical conditions and irregular.
Tonight, the flat irons were hard to see from our Boulder camera at one point. Even in Denver, we saw ash rain down today.
Forcing several communities to pack up and leave. The fires burned more than 34,000 acres, which is almost the size.
According to the calculations of a tested survey with 58 participants, approximately 82.8% of CV students stated consistently or occasionally doing outdoor activities as a result of the pandemic, which has taken a turn for the worse due to fires.
Have you seen the sun? It was blood red.
19% of these students even reporting having conditions tied to the smoke, which leads to greater disadvantage.
I put the mask on, I have a hard time breathing. Actually, it's easier to breathe with the mask on.
Ryan Brown, a CV student who took part within taking the survey and being within the majority of students who did outdoor-related activities frequently, including having medical conditions tied to the fire, will discuss her opinions and her beliefs on the ramifications of the fires on others and herself. What do you believe the disadvantages are towards you and others during this time?
I think mainly asthma. It's affected me and especially my grandma because we both have asthma, and but it's harder for me to breathe, especially when I'm going on a run. Like, I run out of breath a lot faster, and I haven't been as motivated anymore because it just feels terrible to run with all that smoke. And I play soccer, and like, I haven't been able to run as much because of the fires, and I run out of breath so much faster.
A lot of people believe that nature is like really good for your mental health during this time, especially with the pandemic, Do you believe that going outdoors is really good for your health, and why do you believe that if you do?
I think it is good to go outside because it helps with mental health, but it's also like in the middle because of the fires, it might be harder to breathe.
Would you say that it's still appropriate to go outside even when the fires are currently burning?
I'd say yes because, well, depending on how close you are to the fires, but if you aren't that close, then I'd say yes because it's good to go outside and it helps like a lot with mental health and just makes you a happier person.